This MMA content is proudly brought to you by the AllStar app, a fully customizable ad-free sports experience. Download it now.
So, the Korean Zombie, he gets a fight, and they reschedule it for UFC 273. It's coming up soon. But it seemed like he was recovering from a shoulder injury when he took the fight, right? And I saw an interview that he did like in December when he was talking about the shoulder and like he might not be ready to fight until, the summer or even later in the year. And he took the fight anyways. And what do you make of that? Do you feel like, man, this is his real last chance of fighting because he's probably going in there compromised?
Yeah, no, I didn't even know he was injured. But yeah, now that you say that, I understand because it's such a big opportunity. How can you not like take that? Like I have taken fights injured and like 50%, going into the fight, but it's like I would take it. But it'd be a tough fight to win if you're going in there against one of the best featherweight on the planet and you're compromised or injured. It'd be a tough fight, and maybe you'd be second guessing yourself or doubting yourself. So it would be challenging for sure. But then again, Korean Zombie's been in the sport for a long time. He's really good, man. Like it was frustrating to me just that they went with him because it's like he's on a 1-fight winning streak and he beat Dan Ige a year ago. You know what I mean? Over a year ago. So it was just a little, I was like, man, like I'm on a 4-fight winning streak and I just beat him, a few or a month prior to this announcement. So that's where it was just frustrating, but it's like, I don't know, it's the fight game. And I feel like I never believe or trust anything until I have a contract and it's signed and it's ready to go. Cause there's been things like said and things that are going to happen and they never follow through. So
when you look at the matchup, are there any advantages that you see for the Zombie?
Yeah, he's powerful on his feet. He's powerful, good striking, but it's hard for me to go with him. Like anything can happen in a fight, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like Volkanovski, like look at the calibers of fighters he's beat and faced, and I feel like he has the blueprint. Every fighter that he's fought is like, they're all these taller, lanky guys. Like think of like Ortega, Holloway. He's gonna fight Zombie. You know what I mean? They're all different, like stylistically, and but their frame and like his game plan. I feel like it's he has like the blueprint, like I'm saying. And I feel like I fought a lot of guys that are all taller than me. That's why I think it's so like intriguing to me that like Volkanovski and I, we're so similar. The only person that he's fought that's like similar to him or myself would be Chad Mendez, my teammate and friend, So it's but I just feel like Volkanovski has a blueprint to beat Zombie, but anything can happen, of course.
Do you think when someone fights Volkanovski that Volkanovski implements his game plan and it basically makes the opponent adjust and they just can't adjust and that's how he wins his fights? Do you think that's kind of a big part of how he gets these victories?
Yeah, I think so, and it's just his style. Like he's so like he stays in his shell, and he's just really good at what he does. You know what I mean? It's like he'll either set up a kick with his hands or he'll kick and then finish with his hands, and he just stays in this shell, and he has good defense. And then if it's someone he can pressure, he likes to try to like bully people and pressure them, and he has a high output and he's powerful, so he'll land big shots. And then if he'll start trying to go for takedowns, and then he'll start like feigning takedowns, and he sets up the big shots, or he just stays in his shell. It's like he just he implements his game plan really well. I think it's just depending on the fighter and just sticks to it the entire fight. And yeah, he's just a tough puzzle to solve.
The threat of the takedown. you know, against the Zombie, that's going to open up, do you think, a lot of, you know, opportunities for him to possibly get a knockout, possibly get a, you know, a finish in because he hasn't finished a fight as a champion yet.
Oh, he hasn't? Oh, I guess not. Yeah, I think he can, because he is powerful. So he can, he's not going to, like, Zombie's jiu-jitsu is really good too, but I don't think it's better than Ortega's. You know what I mean? And see some of the scrambles he was in and certain things, I was like, damn, he's gonna finish him, and then he somehow got out of it. He's this nonstop, relentless pace, and so I feel like he is gonna look for the takedowns. He's gonna try to get him against the cage, dirty box him. I think when he's worried about those takedowns, it will set up those big shots, and you know, I could see Volkanovski catching him with a big, you know, a big strike and then finishing him on the ground or whatever. He's done it several fights, and he's only fought the best in the world, and he's finished a lot of, you know, high level top tier fighters as well. So I wouldn't be surprised by it at all.
The ground and pound that he implemented on Ortega, man, Ortega took a lot of damage off his back, you know, but I feel like Ortega also was looking for his opportunities, because he had him in that triangle, and it was tight.
Yeah, it was super tight, and I really, and he, you know, that's what I'm saying. He just won't stop. He scrambled his way out of there, and just relentless. That's why it's like I like his style too. You know what I mean? It's just like violent. You know?
Yeah. It's fun to watch, and of course the Zombie's fun to watch. You know what I mean? So I think it's gonna be a great fight. In my prediction, I don't see a decision in this fight. I feel like one of these guys are gonna finish it.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I'm leaning more towards Volkanovski just because he's undefeated in the UFC, beat the best guys ever, you know. But then again, Zombie he's a dangerous threat. He's really good as well. So it's like I said, with these 4-ounce gloves, it's like anything can happen. But if they fought 9 out of 10 times, you know, it's like who would win most of those? You know, I think Volkanovski would, and I feel like if I was to bet on this fight, I would have to bet on Volkanovski, the champion.
Thank you guys for watching the video to the end. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of the content that we're putting out. We got a lot of things in the works, so please stay tuned.